Welcome back to the English news on Somaliland National Television. I am Badruddin Mohammed with the latest stories making the headlines. Coming up. Deputy Minister of the Interior responded over accusations made by members of Puntland administration. Arab League summit underway amid divisions. The Somaliland Minister of Commerce and International Investment, Dr. Mohammed Abdullahi Umar, flew to neighboring country of Kenya for work-related purpose. The minister, speaking to Somaliland National Television reporters at Igal International Airport, elaborated on his trip. The Minister of Commerce and International Investment, Dr. Mohammed Abdullahi Umar, stated that he is holding a meeting with the Kenyan government officials and the giant investing company officials in Kenya to discuss with the cooperative relation between the Kenyan government and Somaliland. The minister mentioned that the giant investing countries are also interested in business relationship with the government of Somaliland. Dr. Mohammed Abdullahi Umar also spoke about the General Assembly of the ruling party Kulmiye, which is expected to be held in the coming months. The minister pointed out that Kulmiye is ruling political party which needs to conduct assembly to discuss the future of the party and its existence, and the nominated members of party assigned by the chairman of the party are still deciding the perfect time for the assembly. Somaliland Minister of Commerce and International Investment, who was also the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, opened up on the government plan toward the regional administration of Somalia, Puntland. Puntland is administration that comes under the central government of Somalia and at the same time has boundary with Somaliland. The government is only paying attention to the government of Somalia on the talks of Somaliland recognition, but not its regional administrations. Somaliland is trying to sustain its peace and stability. We are not ready to have any associate with Puntland, he said. Deputy Minister of the Interior, Usman Sofe, speaking at a press conference held at his office, denounced accusations conveyed through media outlets by the Minister of the Interior of Puntland administration.
The Deputy Minister indicated the statements made by the Minister of the Interior Puntland administration as wholly untrue, contravening the bilateral agreement signed between Somaliland and the neighbouring Somalia. The Deputy Minister stressed the necessity of mutual respect by both sides regarding the neighbours' ties on security and politics. Deputy Minister of the Interior, Usman Sofe, stated that Somaliland always stands as a beacon of peace and a template of progress in the Horn of Africa region, a sovereign nation which always provides cooperation for the other states in the region on issues relating to the security and commerce. But he described the untoward statements of the Puntland government as definitive for the diplomatic position that Puntland takes, conveying statements interpreted throughout the region to be announcing violence and a call for instability. Deputy Minister of the Interior, Usman Sofe, reiterated that Somaliland will display the aggressive efforts by the Puntland administration before the representatives of Somalia for the bilateral talks between the two nations, ahead of another phase of talks which is due to take place next month.
The second Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, alongside with the Permanent Committee of the House of Representatives, cut the ribbon of the newly constructed office for the House of Representatives. The ceremony for the ribbon cutting was participated by Governor of Togdel Region, the Regional Police Commander, and other distinguished guests. The second Deputy Chairman of the House of Representatives, the Chairman of the Permanent Committee of the House of Representatives, Ali Yusuf Ahmed and Mahdi Ibrahim Buba, spoke in the ceremony, and they pointed out the importance of this office. Ali Yusuf Ahmed, the second Deputy Chairman of the House of Representatives, showed his happiness of this office. I am very jubilant to open this new office for the House of Representatives in Burco City, said the second Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. The Chairman of the Permanent Committee of the House of Representatives, Mahdi Ibrahim Buba, also spoke in the ceremony and mentioned that he is very happy to be this event. He also enlightened the significance of this office for the people of Togdel region. The Deputy Chairman of the Permanent Committee of the House of Representatives, Ahmed Douale, and the Governor of Togdheer Region, Mohammed Musa Diriye, have all spoke at the event, and they all welcome the opening of this office for the House of Representatives. You are still watching the English news program on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. And now for our international headlines in detail. Arab leaders hold annual meeting in Kuwait amid diplomatic fallout among Gulf countries and tension over Syria and Egypt. Heads of Arab states are holding their annual summit amid unprecedented diplomatic fallout among the Gulf countries and tensions over the crisis in Egypt and the conflict in Syria. Kuwaiti's Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah, in the opening session of the two-day Arab League summit on Tuesday, called on Arab states to end rifts he said were obstructing joint Arab action. The dangers around are enormous, and we will not move toward this joint Arab action without our unity and without casting aside our difference, Sheikh Sabah said so. He named no specific country, but was apparently referring to the rift in the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, over the role of the Muslim Brotherhoods in the region. Arab officials said some nations will likely use the summit to try to pressure Qatar to stop its perceived support of the Muslim Brotherhood and other opposition movements throughout the region. Egypt and Saudi Arabia have labeled the Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist organization, and two senior officials told the Associated Press news agency that those two countries will take the lead in attempting to isolate Doha by calling for a collective Arab approach to terror. The summit follows weeks of escalated tensions over the issue. Bahrain and United Arab Emirates have joined Egypt and Saudi Arabia in withdrawing their ambassadors from Qatar. Qatar has reacted with dismay at the diplomatic gestures, but insisted it will push ahead with its own policy. The search for the missing Malaysian airliner has resumed after an improvement in the weather. A dozen aircraft are taking part in the international effort, which is being coordinated by Australia. But while the area being scoured has been narrowed down to the southern Indian Ocean, it is still vast at around 48,000 square kilometers. Australian Defence Minister David Johnston laid out the challenges. Until we recover and positively identify a piece of debris, everything is virtually speculation. This is an extremely remote part of the world. It is 3,500 meters deep, 2,500 kilometers from the berth. It's a massive logistical exercise. Chinese relatives of some of the 239 people on the board missing flight have handed in a statement complaining about the handling of the tragedy to the Malaysian embassy in Beijing. While some relatives are in denial that their loved ones must be presumed lost, others are not. Philip Woody's brother Tom was on board flight MH370. We know the plane went down, and we want to know more, and hopefully we do learn more. I haven't carried yet. You know, I have had some friends call me crying, and that's tough. Crying for me, crying for what I am going through, and I know I will cry plenty later. As Chinese vessel began arriving in the waters where debris possibly linked to the missing jet has been seen, the U.S. announced it is sending an undersea Navy drone in addition to a high technical black box detector to help in the search. Thanks very much for being with us. Join us tomorrow at the same time. Until next time, goodbye, fi amanillah.